So this crazy news, and this is where we want to hear your guys' thoughts. According to The Athletic, a league member associated with the Pelicans believe New Orleans should pull the plug on the Zion Williamson era. Quote, that one person associated with a team tells The Athletic that New Orleans should pull the plug on the Zion Williamson era while they have the chance this offseason. While another person tells The Athletic he believes Zion Williamson is going to be fueled by all this controversy that occurred this offseason and become an MVP candidate this coming year. How ridiculous does that sound? And do you guys think that's something possible? Well, let's talk about it. Well, for me, this article, shout out William Guillory and John Hollinger. We got to take stock on where things stand right now with the New Orleans Pelicans entering this season, okay? Brandon Ingram missed a bunch of games. The two guys, Zion Williamson and Brandon Ingram, over the past two seasons have only played 12 games together, okay? And I personally, if this season's another disappointment, would seriously consider trading one of those guys, personally Zion over Brandon Ingram, just because Brandon Ingram has been more available. But the Pelicans are facing salary cap difficulties in both the short term and the long term. They enter this year with pressure higher than years before because they tried trading Jonas Valanciunas, but nobody wanted him. And it's right now seems like a priority to move him for someone cheaper or someone long term. And at the same time, when we go back to Zion Williamson, the technology company Anchor PBC has filed a civil lawsuit against Zion Williamson, his stepfather, and his mother, writes Brett Martell of the Associated Press. The lawsuit alleges Zion Williamson and his family failed to pay back $1.8 million of a $2 million loan. Anchor had hoped Williamson would be a spokesperson for the company, with his stepfather, Lee Anderson, serving as his representative during negotiations, per Martell. Anderson is the person who requested the loan a couple of years ago, the lawsuit states. And we know that Jose Alvarado is currently recovering from the stress fracture in his right tibia, and that's preventing him from representing Puerto Rico. And he's a guy who, we assume that will probably get an extension, as he averaged 9 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, and about 1.5 steals in 21 minutes a night in 61 games. While Kyra Lewis Jr. is a trade candidate that they're trying to dump his salary to take them out of luxury tax and maybe package him with Jonas Valanciunas. So with all this information, I just think it's really weird. And sorry for talking a bunch, but I just think it's like an odd situation where they're at when you just look at the team in the whole. Just to wrap this up, I want to say the fact that with Zion Williamson, I always love to bring this up. He has played more games than Joel Embiid did in his first 4 seasons. And we're not over here sitting about Joel Embiid, okay? Yes, the first 4 years can be, very telltale. But every time Zion Williamson has touched the basketball court, he's looked better than Joel Embiid did his first 4 years. He's been, like you said, an all-star. So for me, I think this is a huge situation that I think they need to take advantage of. And really, obviously, if Zion misses the entire season again, I think that changes the whole dynamics. And even if Brandon Ingram, maybe you do rebuild. But I'm just kidding. I just think it definitely is interesting. That's it. That's what I had about this.